Live from Minnesota, jwsolarusa. Guys, I've been a procrastinator for for this short time during COVID, and I've been talking about these batteries to be transitioned so I can link these batteries with these guys here. These are 8.544 kilowatt. These are Volkswagen e-Golf batteries. So this is the stack right here. Get 8 of them. And I have LG cam. Those are 48 volts for the outback power system right here. Okay, so this one's here with a e-Golf batteries. So these are Ford Focus batteries. Okay, these are the Ford Focus. And if you haven't seen, just go back to my videos. You will see exactly on the playlist. You will see switching from AGM to lithium, or you can on the playlist. You will see all the description there. Said Ford Focus batteries. So what I did, this comes 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it's supposed to be 8 of them. They have little ones, and just half of it, so it's 4 to make all this. I can able to do 12, 24, 36, or 48 volt configuration. What I've done today, I've been talking about it, midnight solar, a 200 amp breaker. So I don't know if you can see the specs right there. It's a 80 volt DC, and it takes an 80 volt in, 200 amps. So I'm using a number 2 wire, plus the wires that came with the Nissan Leaf batteries. You can see made in Japan on it. And I incorporate them to link these batteries. I took 4 modules, little modules of them, 4, so I can able to use them for my next project. So I already linked them here to the bus bar. So these e-Golf batteries are now linked to this. So these ones are like 300 amp hour battery bank. And so these are 65 amp hour each. So 65, 65, 65. So they are now in series for 24 volts. So 65, 65. So just go 65 times 3. So that will add to our 300 amp hour battery bank. And we are now ready to go. Here you can see the bus bar here is going to be going for this for the 48 volt, which is this one's here for the outback. These are the batteries for it. So 2.4, 2.5 kilowatts each battery. So they're all parallel. You can see I have 6 of them. I just put this wooden box here to, I don't want anything, just the space. I don't want it to just cover it up. But these are the batteries. I just wired them. I'm sorry because I didn't bring you along, but this is what it is. So these ones here, they're going to be running the magnums. Okay, so I have a disconnect on this side here. Oh, my lightning arrestors are right there. I've been looking for them, just found them. So this is a disconnect here for this battery bank, so I can able to isolate this battery bank here, and I can able to isolate this battery bank here. So 2 in series, 2 in series, and parallel. They all comes here. The parallel comes to the breaker. And now I take 1 lead right here all the way to this bus bar and tie there. And so I can able to regulate which battery bank I want to use, either or. But what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to be charging these batteries before using them. They are charged. I store them charged, but I want to balance them. Okay, if the voltage is different, it's right now it's going to be probably a little bit different, but they're all on the same configuration. So I can charge these ones all the way full and charge these ones all the way full and link them together. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now, since the we don't have any sun today, these are the magnums here, and we are charging all the way 32 volt. So right now, if you look at it, we just use about 2 volts. So BMK, it says 100%, which is not 100% because of the sun is not here today, because just kind of search. The voltage from the panels, they offset the batteries, but you losing your amp hours is gone, because now it's gonna say like 0, but we need to put some power back into the system. So now we're gonna initiate the charge, or before that, we can able to do a quick changeover by flipping the switch here now, and these batteries, both of them, gonna be linked. Okay, I have a DIN rail already put up there, and I can just do a quick changeover, and we are ready to go. We can charge those batteries all the way to the top. It's the same parameters. It looks like a little kind of spider web, but it's not that bad like you think, because these wires are all Nissan Leaf battery wires. I was going to use all of them, but I don't want to destroy them. So I have a roll of them here. Stack them in here. So I don't want to cut them, so I have to use, they're all 2-gauge wires, so I have to use my other 2-gauge wires I have here and incorporate it to that breaker. So guys, this is what it is. We're going to be doing the transition and charging the batteries. Then after that, we're going to charge these ones all the way full and link the batteries together. So I'm going to tell you how much total amp hour we have right now. So 66 times 3 times 66 times 3 plus 300. All right, guys, these are the other partial modules. These are the ones, they're supposed to be a 1-ohm battery. So we have 6 inside. So every 6, every 3, there is 1 going with it. That gives it that gives it a 48 volt. Okay. All right, so what I did, I ordered one of these again to add it. That gives me the 66 volt for my 48 volt system, because I was running a very high voltage. My charge inverters can do it. So 3 of the big ones plus this one, that gives you a 48 volt. All right, and this is just a 8 volts. It's got very close to 12 volt of these, 8 point something. And those other ones are 16s. So you have 3 16s and this one. That gives for the 48 volt. So I end up adding one of these to give me the 66 volts. So I can run it on my 48 volt system very efficient. So I end up having just these little guys here. These little guys here have a project I'm going to be talking about soon. And I already been talked about it. And I don't want to buy any more other batteries. I already reduced the capacity, because right now, guys, so the modules that I was talking about is I mistakenly say 66, so probably 65 amp hour times 3 those modules inside, so it's going to be 195. So 195 plus the Volkswagen e-Golf, that's going to be 300 total for those 8 batteries, 4 batteries in parallel and series them. So it gives me a total of 495 amp hours on 24 volts. There you go. So these are the ones I was talking about. So it's 16 volts each, 16 16. So they're all 16. So 16, 3 of these, then having the little one there, 3 of that, a little one right there, so it remain 2. So I end up having 1 and 1. So each one of the little ones, combine it and makes it to 16, like one big one. So now it's like 4 bricks per string. That's how I set the system up before. So they became a battery. Those 4 batteries became 2 big batteries now, like this, like 2 of these, because it's half of this battery, 8 point something volts. Okay, just like the same Nissan Leaf. They're all the same specifications, so I can able to run these guys together or along with them. So guys, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna charge up these batteries all the way to the top, and after that we're gonna initiate the charge on this one all the way to the top. The parameters is gonna stay all the same, and from there we can get fired up the system altogether. Then I have to change my settings now to 495. All right, stay tuned, like and subscribe. I hope I make myself clear. It's kind of a little bit complicated. Doing so, we're gonna initiate the charge by flipping this breaker right here. Then you can see it's flashing right here, so we're gonna be charging the batteries. So it's just about 1 point something, 1.2 volts is gonna return back to the batteries. Then it's gonna be full charge if we go with the voltage, but it has to replace the amperage there. So you see it's gonna be saying float charge right now. There you go, guys. And I see it's charging. Putting some power into this thing. So we have to go constant voltage, constant current. That's how you charge them. So we're putting back 100 amps into the batteries, and she's charging up. So these guys here are charging. This one's here charging up. Then after they get done, then we can go back and transition to these guys here, charge them the same voltage because they're running on the same parameters. I'm just gonna flip this breaker right here, so I have one more string I can put here because it's a 4-pole, so double throw breaker, so I can able to flip this breaker here and link the batteries all together. So if anything has to happen, these batteries have to trip, I can able to service this. I can able to service these other ones here. They're all connected into this bus bars right there. So I hope you understand. And right now we're putting about 100 amp charging these batteries. So guys, this is what it is. I'll let you know on the next video how everything went. Like and subscribe. Alright guys, we're about to check again the charging here. Okay, so we're into flow charge now, and we still bring in 13 amps so that we can round up the charge to 32 volts. So let's see how this is gonna go, and from there it's just gonna go into 0 point something, which is the inverter gonna disconnect from charging. Alright, stay tuned. Pretty soon we're gonna be charging those batteries, the e-golf. Alright, bye for now. Like and subscribe. jwsolarusa. Alright guys, let's check. So right now what we have, it was showing 2 amps charging, but right now it's 3. Alright, let's keep watching till this goes 0, then we can connect the other batteries. Alright guys, we're back again to show you the final thing. It's like an amp remaining, an amp. So because anytime I push the button, I think it lit up. It's bringing up some power. So just an amp to go. Then we're gonna be transitioning, charging these batteries right here. Right here, jwsolarusa. Volkswagen e-Golf D, almost full. An amp more to go, and we're all good. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Here we go guys, batteries all charged. It's 0 amps, it says plus. So if you keep going, it's gonna add maybe plus or minus, but now it's everything is 0. So I will take it as charge, and we can switch over or change over. We can turn that knob over there, We still have a 250 amp breaker here to kill everything. I just want to do like a changeover and everything gonna go well. All right, stay tuned. Let's see if we're gonna do this without being, interrupt the power. I just want to do like a changeover and everything is gonna stay up like the way it should, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. The quick changeover. Stay tuned. All right, guys, 31.8. Okay, so we're doing the changeover right there, 31.8. So let me keep the AC on so that the inverter won't die because I hold the camera right away. So you see the voltage dropping quick, then changeover. So this one says 32. It says 32.6. Okay. See 32.6. So let's see. The changeover is already happened. So it's running on these batteries right now. The Ford Focus. The e-Golf here is already on standby. I'll turn the power off. So I have the AC switch already flipped, and you see it's not charging. It's like 0 amps coming in, so it's full. Let me try and trick it and see how it's gonna go. Since we change over, we have to go back and change the battery storage capacity. So if we decide to come back and try to do it, set up the battery capacity. We're going to the main menu and go to BMK and change this to, instead of 300, we're gonna go to 195. So it can go 195. The lowest this thing goes is 200. That's the initial start. The default is 200. Let's keep it that way. So we're gonna leave the efficiency on auto. So okay, you can able to go back if you want. You can tweak it yourself. You do manual tuning. So I just recommend you leave it in auto because the batteries, the life expectancy of the batteries or whatever, if it's not even 100% or 80% anymore, it automatically regulate or choose where to go. So let's go back into the charge, and we're trying to put it on constant charging, constant voltage. We're having custom first. Let's see what we're gonna do right from there. So let's see if it's gonna bring any charge. So now I say silent. You gotta change this one as well. Okay, you go on this one. You're trying to go into the setup, and no, it's gonna be on the charge. I think so. Let's see here. Okay, right from there, instead of this, we're gonna go back, and after the multi-stage charging, then we have to start you have to start charging at bulk, and it's supposed to be bringing power if the battery really need power. So it's now on constant voltage, constant current. Like and subscribe. There are all different ways to charge lithium batteries, guys. So sometimes absolutely constant voltage, constant current, or you can just go into the custom setup and set it up. Now we have these batteries, they're all charged. So I can just link them now, and the voltage gonna balance itself. And they're all into their own strings, and they go into their own bus bars right there. So everything's supposed to be fine. They're all charged. Since the last time I charged them, it was quite a while ago, and it's supposed to be okay. Stay tuned. So now we have this battery. Let's connect them, put them all together. What we're gonna do, we want to make sure we add the amp hours together. Come here and go into auto. So we have to have 400 and so 195 plus 300. So it's 495. So let's dial this thing to 495. Is gonna be our new battery bank. So even though it's gonna give 495, so it's gonna be, we can't put a 490 because the battery's not gonna go full charge. We're gonna still have a buffer, and we're not gonna be able to use all of them or drain it. So if we push it to the 5 amp that's already left, so that means we're pushing the batteries so that they can go all the way to the brim, to the top. Okay, for now I will just put it into the 500 so that I can bring the batteries all the way to the top. Then after that I can adjust it and leave it to the 400, 490. So let's put it this way, and we leave the efficiency into auto. Okay, so let's done with that. Now the battery bank is big, and I'm gonna turn the switch on the corner here. Now it's parallel, it's already linked. So if I turn this guy off, it's still there. So you can see 31.8, and let me turn the parallel one. Now I just shut it off. Okay. All right, what am I doing here? Okay, so let me turn the other link on. See, you go 32.2. So this is the Volkswagen e-Golf. So what I'm gonna do, they're gonna all balance themselves. Now they're all connected. So they're gonna balance themselves. If I turn the power, the grid off, we're sitting at 32.2. So the extra voltage is gonna go to the e-Golf, that this one's here, that they even make it all the way to the 22 or 32, sorry. So these other ones get there to the 32.2, which is this guy, Ford Focus. So it has more higher voltage because of the last charge the up. So since this e-Golf was running, and now see, I'm gonna turn this breaker off. It's gonna go 31.8. You see now 31.89. So I already disconnected the e-Golf, the 195 amp hour on 24 volt. So I'm gonna turn this guy on. See 32.2. Let me turn off the e-Golf. Let's see. Hold on, let's see. Turn this guy off. Yep. So this is the e-Golf, 31.8. So it's gonna balance itself. So I just have to turn the e-Golf, and the power is gonna be transferring through the bus bars and balance itself. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. JW Solar USA. This is how we transfer the power and get them, charge them all the way up. Same thing, and shut it off. If I would have waited till few more minutes or whatever, it's gonna put more power, so this one can be about 32. So there are 38 something. So this is what it is. Thanks for watching. Bye. Like and subscribe.